Kal Halalim La Yahal Bashem Yahushai Basham Kalkwadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders. Peace, blessing, mercy, and salutation to all the brotherhood out there teaching the truth and sincerity in the name of Yahal Bashem Yahushai. So right now I'm on overdrive, trying to reach my goal. It's Genesis 13:13. Now the men of Sodom were wicked, great sinners against Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So we're gonna get into, where is it? Into this thing right here that has a better explanation. It says, but the men of Sodom were wicked and sinners before Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, exceedingly great sinners. So let's see. First, let's look at the word man. Nawash or Enosh. But if you're reading it with words, letter by letter, it's Anawash. Man, mortal man, person, mankind, of man, individual, man, collective. Okay, man, collective, of that society. Of that society, right? Because there was a town called Sodom. So now we're going to get that word Sodom. So that's burning. It's Saddam. Saddam burning. That Canaanite city, usually paired with Gomorrah, located in the area of the Dead Sea and Jordan River, both cities destroyed by Yahweh Bashem Yahushai in judgment. But why? Okay, so let's see. Let's get the next one. Okay, let's see what you're trying to do. Not allowing me. Alright. So now it's first I'm going to mention these two scriptures. Genesis 14:1. And it came to pass in the days of Amraphel, king of Shinar, and Arioch, king of Elashar, and Kedorlaomer, king of Elam, and Tidal, king of nations, that these made war with Bera, king of Sodom, and with Bersha, king of Gomorrah, Shina, king of Admah, and Shemeber, king of Zeboim, and the king of Bela, which is Zoar. All these were joined together in the valley of Siddim, which is the Salt Sea. So all these kings, were basically doing nasty things. So those are the men, right? And they were sent out, the king of Sodom, and the king of Gomorrah, and the king of Admah, and the king of Zeboim, and the king of Bela, the same in Zoar, and they joined battle with them, the valley of Siddim, with Kedorlaomer, the king of Elam, and with Tidal, king of nations, and Amraphel, king of Shinar, and Arioch, king of Elazar, 4 kings with 5. And the valley of Siddim was full of slime pits, and the kings of Sodom and Gomorrah fled and fell there, and they remained fled to the mountain. So these are the people, right? So these are the people having war. So there's, somebody wants to stop this from happening. So there is good men, right? And verse 14, and when Abraham heard that his brother was taken captive, he armed his trained servants born in his house, 318, and pursued them unto Dan. And he divided himself against them, he and his servants by night, and smote them, and pursued them unto Hobah, which is on the left hand of Damascus. And he brought back all the goods, and also brought again his brother Lot, and his goods, and the women also, and the people. The king of Sodom went out to meet him after his return from slaughter of Kedor Laomar, and the kings that were with him in the valley of Shaveh, which is the king's Dali. And Melchizedek, king of Salem, brought forth bread and wine, and was priest of the Most High power. So that was a blessing, right? But those men, so these persons are the ones that are going to be set up. So let's see. So now I'm going to go to, man, it keeps doing that to me. So King Melchizedek is King of Peace, right? That's Yahushua. And after these things, the word of Yahweh Shai came unto Abraham in a vision, saying, Fear not, Abraham, I am thy shield and exceeding great reward. So even though the king asked him for all these things, he said, don't trip. I got you. And then Abraham said, Lord, power, give what wilt thou give me, seeing I go childless, and the steward of my house, this Eleazar of Damascus. So that's where I'm going to stop right there, because it's getting into something else. But I'm going to do a video about that one. So I'm just trying to bring up where Sodom and Gomorrah have to be destroyed. I think that's in 18. I don't know, it's 20 maybe. And there came two angels to Sodom at evening, and Lot sat at the gate of Sodom. So this is why they're going to be destroyed. Remember what I said earlier? The men of Sodom did evil. So we're going to get that again, because now I found it. 13 and 13. But the men of Sodom were wicked and sinners before the Lord. So they were going to get killed because of that, because they sinned. So these are the two angels sent to go to handle business. And this is why. This is the explanation why. So why did it? So we know that, and I'm going to tell you right now, Sodomites who are raping other men, good men, destroying families and shit like that. So, that's why wars happen and all that shit. But then this is why the Lord gets sick and tired of the shit. And there came two angels to Sodom at evening, and Lot sat in the gate of Sodom, and Lot, seeing them, rose up to meet them, and he bowed himself with his face toward the ground. So he knows that these are angels. And he said, Behold, now, my lords, turn in, I pray you, into your servant's house, and tarry all night, and wash your feet, and ye shall rise up early, and go on your ways. And they said, Nay, but we will abide in the street all night. So, they were like, nah, we're going to stay out here. But Lot knew that if they stayed out there, bad things were happening. And he, verse 3, and he pressed upon them greatly, and they turned in unto him, and entered into his house. And he made them a feast, and did bake unleavened bread, and they did eat. So he was like, come on, man, just come on. He was making any excuse. He wanted to get out of there, because at night was when freaky shit happens, right? These motherfuckers, disgusting fucking freaks. Verse 4, but before they laid down, the men of the city, even the men of Sodom, these are the men that did wickedly, exceedingly great in the eyes of Yahweh, compassed the house, surrounded it. The around both old and young, all the people from every quarter. So all kinds of signals. It takes an old man to make a young man a freak. So that's how it happens. And they called unto Lot and said unto him, Where are the men which came into thee this night? Bring them out unto us that we may know them. So let's look at the word know. To know, to learn, to know, perceive, to perceive and see. So see everything, find out, discern, discriminate, distinguish, to know by experience. That's sex. Recognize, admit, acknowledge, confess, to consider, to know, be acquainted with. I think there's one in here. See, this is where Esau does his little sneaky tricks. To have knowledge, be wise, to be made known, become known, be revealed, to make oneself known, to be perceived, to be instructed. And there was a one where it says sexual, but I don't know where it happened. What happened to it? It's the same damn word. To know, right? And Lot went out at the door unto them, and shut the door after him, and said, I pray you, brethren, do not so wickedly, to be bad or evil, wry. Behold, I have 2 daughters, which have not known man. Let them, I pray you, bring them out unto you, and do ye to them as is good in your eyes. Only unto these men do nothing, for therefore came they under the shadow of my roof, which is a protection. So he's trying to barter with them. Lot is trying to barter with these wicked men. So this is their chance. This is their chance to repent. These wicked sodomites, these asshole bangers, these man rapers. It's disgusting. And they said, Stand back. And they said again, This one fellow came in to sojourn, and he will need to be a judge. Now he will deal worse with thee than with them. So then they're like, this motherfucker came out here to work, and now he's talking to us like a judge, making decisions. So they're gonna rape him for that. They pressed sore upon the man, even Lot, and came near to break the door. But the men put forth their hand and pulled Lot into the house to them and shut to the door. And they smote the men that were at the door of the house with blindness, both small and great, so they worried themselves to find the door. So that was a flashbang, right? A little moon or a little solar flare. And the men said unto Lot, Hast thou there any besides son-in-law, and thy sons and thy daughters, and whatsoever hast in the city, bring them out of this place? For we will destroy this place, because the cry of them is waxing great before the face of Yahweh Shem Shai, and Yahweh Shem Shai has sent us to destroy it. So there you go. There's the answer. Because of the wickedness. Men sleeping with other men is bad. Women sleeping with other women is bad. If you don't come to your natural destiny, you're going to get destroyed. So with that, I'm going to say, Shalom. Respect and fear Yahweh.